There. This is like way too close for comfort. So this video is really about all of my holy grail products that I absolutely love, and I've tried a lot of stuff, and I have some stuff lined up here, so I'll let you guys know all about it. But just things that I love and have tried and that work really well for me and my skin. I do have dry to combination skin. I have an olive skin tone in the summer. In the winter it gets a little bit lighter, but it's more of like a cool colored. It's not really as warm as some things. So based on that information, I'm going to tell you about my favorite face products, my favorite body scrub, my favorite toothpaste, what my signature scent is, all of that kind of stuff. So some of the stuff's a little worn out, but it's because I love it and it's my favorite. So the first thing that I'll tell you about is really my my skincare, since I'll try to go in order. So some of my favorite skincare products obviously is Ever. I've told you guys about it in multiple videos. But the thing that I love the most about it is that it really does my skin well. These two happen to be probably some of my favorites. It's kind of hard to choose a favorite from the line. I love the masks, I love the scrubs, all that kind of thing. But the things that tend to look the best on my skin is their Daylight Moisturizer and then the Overnight Facial. I love both of these so much. The Daylight Moisturizer really just makes your skin look super radiant. You look like you kind of have a little bit of a glow. And it's just really pretty. I'll show you just a little bit of what it looks like in my hand. So it's really it's really iridescent kind of looking. You probably can barely see it, but it's just really like an understated sort of glow that you can pop it on your skin and you just look nice without having to put on a whole lot of makeup. Now obviously I have makeup on. I just went to a funeral, which is sad, but I had to get myself together today, but I actually used several of these products. So those two are my favorite skincare products. If you want to know where to get them, I will link it down below. But I just love them. This one has retinol and it doesn't dry you out. It's like amazing, and it doesn't have bad for you ingredients. That's one thing I also love about Ever. There's nothing in these that is bad for you. Unlike other skincare lines like Rodan and Fields and a few other lines that people have used in the past. These are based on European grade ingredients. Amazing stuff. Love it. Okay. On to skin, like makeup stuff. So, and I know this is probably going to shock a lot of people, but still my favorite holy grail face product is the BB Flawless, the BB cream by Younique. And I'll show that to you really quick. This is still one of my favorite products. I have super sensitive skin, so a lot of stuff that I use, it makes me get dermatitis, my skin breaks out. But this is one of those products that I use that my skin actually seems to like it. I don't get dermatitis from it. It doesn't break out after I use it. I do try stuff all the time, like new stuff, and sometimes I'll get a breakout from it just because my skin is not able to tolerate it. So if you have sensitive skin, if it's dry, if you need like, you know, a light to medium coverage, this is really a good product. And I would even go to say that it's more of a medium coverage, because there's some spots on my face sometimes that I have that it covers up before I even put my concealer on. So really love this. I'm sure you can find a Younique distributor if you need one. I know a girl, but this stuff is amazing. Also, another kind of, this is a CC cream, but it's It Cosmetics. I just started using this about probably 3 weeks ago, and I was so excited. I've used Smashbox, I've used Bare Minerals, and like all of these other products. I just really didn't like the way they make my skin look, but right now I actually have this It CC Plus cream on my face, and it just makes my skin look dewy. It looks like skin. It doesn't look like stuff is like sticking to me. I just really love it. So if you want to try this out, I got this at Ulta, but I can give you a link to the product so that you can go and get you some. But they have this kind, and they also, ooh, my light just went off. They have this kind, and they also have one that's like more of a radiant one. This one's sort of a satin finish. The other one I think is a little bit more like glowy. So these two, love them. They're the best. Okay, so on to other products. My favorite concealer, and again, this is probably going to shock you. I've tried Smashbox, I've tried NYX, I've tried all kinds of concealers, but to this day, the Touch Mineral Concealer by Younique is still probably one of my favorites. Again, I put this under my eyes. I covered up some zits before I had to go to this funeral today, and it just stays on really well, and it doesn't look cakey, and it doesn't look like it's too much. And especially if you have dry skin, it's great for dry skin. So I highly recommend this. I've yet to try the Tarte Shape Tape, which I've heard is a lot of people's holy grail. So I'm going to pick that up soon and let you guys know what I think of it. But so far, this is my jam. And I know a girl. Okay. One of my favorite powders, and I forgot to bring my translucent powder in here. So I'll just give it a shout out. Flower Beauty has a translucent powder that I love to use to set my face. Also RCMA, I like both of them. One's more of a flesh tone color, one of them's a white, but it doesn't have flashback in photos, so either one of those are great products. I'll give you a link to either one so you can pick those up if you'd like. But I also like this Super BB powder that Physicians Formula makes. Before I discovered the other two, I used to use this kind of set under my eyes and around my nose. You can see how much I've dug into that, but it just has a beautiful finish. It looks really nice on the skin, and it doesn't have flashback in photos, so I also recommend this. I don't know if the packaging's the same. I do know that this product is still out there. You can get it on Amazon, and I believe you can still pick it up at Ulta. But again, love this product. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorites still to this day. I guess I kind of went out of order. But this also can be used as a setting spray. This Makeup Revolution Pro Base Aqua Priming Base. I picked this up like a week ago, and I have been using it ever since. I'm not a big fan of primers on the face, like especially like the silicone primers and things like that. I do use primers occasionally, but on the regular, I don't really use primers. The only thing I used on my face before I put my makeup on today was this. And then I also set my makeup with this, and it stays on. Like I got home, I was rubbing my face. I like to pick at my eyelashes, and it's still, my makeup is still on. You can still see my blush. You can still see my highlighter. Like everything still looks really, really good. My brows even, I think it's what sets my eyebrows, to be honest with you. This is really cheap. I think it's like $10. You can get it at Ulta. You can get it online. But the Makeup Revolution Pro Base setting spray slash base. It's kind of like a primer spray. It smells really good too. It kind of smells like a rose water or something like that. So get you some. It's cheap. There's a lot of them out there. I've tried the Smashbox water too. I like it, but I actually like this better. So save yourself some money. All right. Mascaras. Okay, so I love lots of mascaras, but my favorite still to this day is the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. It is slightly clumpy for people who aren't a big fan of clumpy, but it will give you volume and length at the same time. The brush is amazing. It just kind of gathers up all of your lashes, and it's just fantastic. I love this. Love, love, love this stuff. I always get it in waterproof because whenever I don't use a waterproof mascara, my lashes, after I curl them, they kind of fall back down, but a waterproof mascara, I think because it has a little bit more wax, holds your eyelashes up higher. That being said, I know a lot of people aren't a fan because it's really hard to get off, and some people say it's drying for your lashes, but I still love this. Now, a new favorite, and I've literally been using this every day, is the Lash Sensation by Maybelline. As you can tell, I'm a Maybelline girl when it comes to mascaras. They make great mascaras. This one is kind of like the Roller Lash by Benefit. Again, I use waterproof. I love this so much. It looks really great. I actually have it on my lashes right now so you can kind of see what it looks like. So these two are by far still my favorite mascaras. They're affordable. They work just like the high-end mascaras. So again, save yourself some money. I tend to only spend my money on the things that are worth it. Not that the higher end stuff isn't worth it, but when I can get a product that works just as well, that's what I'm gonna do. So the next item I want to show you that is becoming a really big favorite. I usually love Tarte eyeshadows, but the Anastasia Renaissance palette, there goes my brush. I love it. You can see how much I've dug into it. I use it all the time. It's a go-to for me. It looks good with my skin. There's lots of matte colors in here and sparkle colors in here, and it's just a really great palette. It does have some fallout, but I can deal with fallout. That's okay with me. But I love this, and I also love Tarte eyeshadows a lot. I've used some of the Urban Decay, but honestly, like, it's not my favorite. So, yeah. Get you some. You can get this at Ulta. You can get it at Sephora. You can get any major retailers for beauty. But this is a great palette. Any of the Anastasia stuff is fantastic. Let's see. My signature scent, and I love it. And it smells... I'm a big fan of just classic Burberry. So this is similar to that. It's the Jessica Simpson Fancy Love. You probably haven't seen it in a while, and you're probably like, how did you discover this? I actually learned about this because I smelled somebody with it on, and I'm like, do you have Burberry on? And they're like, no, it's Fancy Love, and this is a whole lot cheaper. It smells just as nice. I also have the body spray, but I just love it. It smells really good. I don't know. It's my favorite. I love it. It's great. Get you some. My favorite whitening toothpaste? Yes, toothpaste. Gosh, just drew a blank for like 2 seconds. So my favorite whitening toothpaste is the AP 24. I know you guys have probably seen people sell this on Facebook and you're wondering if it really does work. It is super good. I love it. Like, I use it all the time. My teeth are super white. My kids have even used it a few times because my son is convinced his teeth are yellow. So whenever he uses it, it really helps his teeth. I don't know how it works, but it works. So I can try to figure out who I bought it from. I really honestly don't remember. It's through a friend of a friend, but I'm sure you can find somebody on Facebook who's probably tried to get you to buy it. If you're asking if it's worth it, yes, absolutely. It is $23, but if you want beautiful white teeth, you're going to have them with this. Okay, so the next item I want to show you is the body scrub that I use, and I love it because I have dry skin. It kind of helps me exfoliate really, really well, especially when you're doing self-tanners in the wintertime, is the Ever Polish. It's a sugar salt scrub. Whenever I use it, my skin looks really, really pretty afterwards. I usually scrub the heck out of my legs, my elbows, my knees, all that kind of stuff. It smells so good. It smells like lemons, but it is amazing. It smells like lemons and clove. I don't know why it smells like clove to me, but it does. But I love this stuff. I love scrubbing my skin with it. I can't get the lid on. Okay, there we go. But I love it. You can get this again through the Ever link that I'll post. But this stuff is really great, and there's also a body butter that's really nice as well. It's called Lavish. And finally, hair products. I don't have everything. I just brought this out here from my shower. It's dripping water. Sorry. But this is the Perfect Hair Day by Living Proof in Shower Styler. I love this on days I don't want to fix my hair because it kind of gives you that, like, you scrunched it look, but where it's not cemented because you have like 10 pounds of gel in it. So I really, really like this. If your hair is a little bit textury, you probably will like this as an alternative to putting products in your hair when you get out of the shower. You just put it in your hair, you lightly rinse it out, you get out of the shower, you scrunch your hair up a little bit with your hands, you're good to go. But I also love this entire line. The dry shampoo is probably one of my favorites. I am trying out a new dry shampoo. It's not my favorite, but it works pretty well. I still like the Living Proof dry shampoo the best. I love the shampoo and I love the conditioner because when you use them, your hair looks clean for like 3 days. And if you're like me, you don't wash your hair every day, so that's super important. So I think that's everything. I will obviously have more products to share. I just didn't want this video to be too long, but hopefully this was helpful. If you like this video, if you want to see more, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.